Hi Libra, welcome to your April 2023 Astrology Horoscope forecast. We have yet another big month. We have a solar eclipse and then we're going to be closing the month with Mercury, which will go retrograde. Now I'm going to be associating the slow moving planets with your house of love, relationships, your children and your money. So please ensure that you watch the video till the end in order to understand exactly what's going to happen. On the 4th, we have Mercury that moves into a part of your chart that is all about joint finances, resources, sexuality, intimacy. And this is also the house of transformation. And then we're going to be having Uranus and Venus that are going to be moving here towards the end of the month. Now, Mercury over here is going to be making you more intuitive. You're going to be picking up all the hidden cues from people around you, and you're going to be reading between the lines. This is an excellent cycle to be doing some financial planning and strategizing. Research is also highly favored during this time. It will be easier for you to approach sensitive, intimate, and personal matters with rationality and logic. As such, it's a great time to be having open conversations about topics that normally, may make people uncomfortable. But this is a time wherein that you can speak with your spouse as far as how the power is shared between both of you, or how the power struggle happens between both of you as far as your finances are concerned, and even as far as intimacy is concerned. On the 5th, we have a full moon that is there in your own house, Librans. Now, this is a very powerful time whenever we get a full moon in our own house. It's a time of introspection. It's a time of recognition about our own patterns. It's a time of taking stock of our own lives, our own goals. What is it that we want ahead? What is the kind of life that we want to create for ourselves? What is it that is working for us, and what is it that is not working for us? And full moon over here is going to be making you a little emotional, Librans, because something is coming to an end. It's reaching its fruition. Something is finishing, completing. And for you, it could be your own sense of self. Maybe there is an understanding that this is how far that you can push certain things. Also, there could be an understanding about your own self that that maybe you need to be changing certain patterns in yourself. On the 12th, we have Venus that is moving into your house of expansion of the mind. And this is also the house of long distance travel and deepening of your spirituality. Now, Venus is quite happy being over here because anything new that you need to be learning. First of all, fabulous time to be upskilling yourself. Fabulous time to be learning a new language, learning something new. Even I would say a new area of your work that you have maybe not explored earlier. Fabulous time to be doing that. Fabulous time to be traveling. And you can, good time to be, I think, heading out and meeting friends or family. Fabulous time to be deepening your spirituality, understanding more. Maybe you want to learn more about Reiki or meditation, and you will find yourself during this phase that you are quite deeply attracted, not just on the superficial level, but you really want to go or get underneath it, and you want to understand and know more about it. On the 20th, we have a solar eclipse that is there in your house of marriage. This is also the house of your close partnerships and business partnerships as well. This house pretty much governs all our relationships. So your romantic relationships get highlighted during this time. And even it's a house of open enemies. So it could be that people whom you know, it's a term that people use now, frenemies, who sort of pretend to be your friends, but they are not. And it could pretty much come out in the open, because this is also the time where, if people have been trying to behave themselves inadvertently, they could slip up and they could end up, showing their true colors to you. Also, it can be in certain cases that maybe for some of you, you have been in denial about certain friendships and you've said that no, or you have been making excuses for them. But this is the time, you'll find that there is really no space to be making excuses. In certain cases, depending again as to where it is that your moon is placed, it can be that the enemy is you. Maybe that you are getting in your own way. Maybe you are not allowing yourself to evolve and to grow. So, improving your existing relationships and making them into positive, life affirming parts of your existence is going to be a good way to be using this energy. Also, end of the day, all relationships should provide us something for growth in some way, to so ensure that you're doing that in your life as well. You're going to be evaluating ideas of intimacy and how you view individuality versus independency. And all of these topics can come up for inspection during this time. And also, I think, as far as business is concerned, it can be that a partner could be quite helpful to you in getting what you want to get accomplished, and you will be better at negotiating, Librans. And I think there is no question of you not being fair, because I think you are a zodiac that is all about fairness and about being, doing the right thing. Your emotions also could be quite high during this time with all your relationships, and you could find that you're dealing with a lot on your own. But I think it's a good time if you have been having a tough time with some maybe emotional issues. It's a good time to be seeking a therapist. On the 21st, we have Sun, that is bringing the party to your house of joint finances. And the focus is going to be transforming a part of your life that is all about power struggle, Librans. And you're not going to be satisfied leaving things the way that they have been or way that they are, as far as your closest relationships are concerned. And also, I think for some of you, you could spend some time either reflecting on what wrongs have been done on you, or you could almost be brooding, you could be emotional, and your emotions could also sway to the extreme. So try and ensure that you're getting adequate sunshine, that you're getting adequate exercise. Extremely critical for you, especially this month, to be going out and being with people, engaging yourself in positive activities, so that you can keep all these extreme thoughts at bay. You're also going to be on quite an investigative mode this month during this phase, Librans, and you could be digging, below the surface of anything to get to the heart of the matter. And also, you could be still concerned about your joint finances and financial partnerships and debts and loans and inheritances and taxes. We'll close the month with Mercury, which will go retrograde till about 15th of May in the same house of joint finances and resources. Now, it's a good time till about the 20th to be actioning, to be understanding, negotiating, implementing. But towards the second part of the month, that's a time that you need to be retracing your steps. You need to be looking at perhaps the mistakes that you have made in your intimate relationships, how it is that you deal with control, how it is that you deal with power struggles in relationship. Are you somebody who completely gets manipulated? Or are you somebody who wants to have an absolute control over your partner? Also, because this is a house of transformation, so during a retrograde, you'll have ample of time. You have literally like a month to relook at things that have not worked for you, Librans, so that you can release those patterns, you can reform, you can retrace, you can redo those things that did not work in your intimate relationships. Now, Mars is going to be there in your house of career the entire month. So you're going to be quite upbeat about your work. Maybe you're going to be quite enthusiastic about getting in your business, and you could be quite in the hustle mode. So good for you, Librans. Go get it. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Librans. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.